Heavy rain working across much of central and eastern Kentucky and gusty winds and thunderstorms ready to join the party. I'm tracking it all coming up.
A youth minister who also worked as a school volunteer is in jail this afternoon charged with sex crimes. Now at 4, we're in Danville with the latest on the allegations. And Big Blue fans will pack Rupp Arena tonight to watch the Kentucky Wildcats play each other. Now at 4, Rob Bromley's live with a preview of the Blue-White game.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with breaking news.
Richmond police say 3 people have been shot at an apartment. Officers were called to the 400 block of Jason Drive just before 1 this afternoon for a report of shots fired. Police say 1 man is dead, another man and a woman injured. Garrett Weimer is live on the scene with the breaking details. Garrett.
Jennifer, it's a maze of crime scene tape behind me as police investigate that shooting at the home here on Jason Drive. The coroner is still on scene here as well. Police say when they got here, they found 3 people were shot. They say 1 man was dead. Another man was taken to UK hospital with a head injury. A woman found down the street was also taken to the hospital with an injury to her foot. Now, we do not know their conditions at this time. Police are out here trying to figure out what exactly happened to lead to that shooting, although they do tell us at this time they are not looking for any suspects. Live in Richmond, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Thank you, Garrett. A storm system is kicking into high gear today and is expected to carry us into tomorrow. That means plenty of rain and gusty winds. Today we're seeing rain all across Kentucky. You can see it in downtown Lexington from one of our sky cams. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. And Chris, the radar is all lit up.
Yeah, it's a good old-fashioned washout that is ongoing across all of central and eastern Kentucky right now, Jennifer, and that is going to continue through the evening and right on into much of the day on Wednesday. We look at and we've got everything in motion, and it's basically wall-to-wall rainfall showing up across the entire area. Up close and personal, let's take you into northeastern Kentucky I-64 corridor, south to the Mountain Parkway corridor. Heavier rains continuing to settle on into town, and watch the rain filtering in across the downtown Lexington area where we see those darker greens, some of the yellows in there. That's where it's coming down at a very good clip. If anything, the heaviest rains are still to come. They're back to our west and southwest along the Bluegrass Parkway down toward Columbia into Adair County, across 127 Liberty down into parts of Russell County, and then points to the east. Again, we're seeing a little bit of a break trying to show up from far southern Kentucky into northern Tennessee. But look at that mess from Owensboro to Bowling Green. That's going to roll its way on into town with a storm system that is right on top of Memphis, Tennessee. That is going to combine forces with a storm to our northwest. As those two get together for later tonight and into tomorrow, the rains are going to continue across the entire area. Here's what we're talking about. Heavy rain that rolls on. Could be some thunder and lightning later tonight. And Jennifer, winds may gust to 40 miles per hour overnight and into early on Wednesday. To say it's a busy forecast, obviously probably an understatement at this point. Looking toward the weekend as well, and some issues when I come back in 15 minutes.
Thanks, Chris. Now at 4, we're learning more about a Central Kentucky youth minister charged with sex crimes involving teenagers. Bobby Cassidy is charged with promoting a sexual performance by a minor and unlawful transaction with a minor. Danville police say the case involved inappropriate text messages and photographs of 15 and 17-year-old boys. WKYT's Phil Pendleton is in Boyle County with the latest in our top story at 4.
Bobby Cassidy was arrested last night about 6 o'clock. Police say that he's facing various charges, all because of what he allegedly sent in the form of several text messages.
A 17-year-old went to police complaining of suspicious activity. Police also say there is a 15-year-old victim. Cassidy is a volunteer active in the sports programs at Danville High School and a part-time youth minister at Gethsemane Baptist. Police say the allegations center around improper text messages and photographs. Court records say that a minor was convinced to send images, and there was a threat with the release of the images.
I do know
Stephen James is the pastor of Gethsemane Baptist and says Cassidy had been there for about 2 years, and his work had recently resulted in growth of the youth program.
This has been kind of a shocking, unbelievable experience, in particular knowing the ministry that he's been having here with us.
Danville police are encouraging parents to talk to their children about this issue and to report any suspicious activity to them. In Boyle County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Cassidy remains in jail with a $100,000 cash bond. We've learned new information about this case in court records, and we'll have that coming up at 5. Nicholasville police make 2 arrests in a home invasion and attack on an 84-year-old woman. Adam Hager and Tamara Matthews are accused of breaking into the woman's home on West Brown Street just before midnight and attacking her. The victim's son says his mom pulled a gun on the intruders, but they stole it along with medication and cash. Police arrested Hager and Matthews several blocks away and recovered the stolen property.
They're punks, and they need to be dealt with. And if somebody don't start doing something about this crime, instead of slapping them on the wrist and just turn them back loose, they're just lucky I wasn't here. They're lucky.
Carr believes the 2 intruders knew there was medicine in the home from the ex-girlfriend of his son. He says his son used to live with his grandmother before he died within the past few months. We'll have more on that on WKYT News at 4:30. Police need help identifying a man they say is using a credit card stolen at Big Blue Madness. Lexington police say a man at Madness last week lost his sunglasses case at Rupp with the card inside. The suspect was caught on surveillance video, and police tell us they do have some leads.
We have reason to believe they might have been an employee during Midnight Madness, someone who was working at Rupp Arena. So we're following up on some leads with that.
Police say they've also seen an increase in pickpocketing in places such as Thursday Night Live downtown, Keeneland, and UK football games. They're urging people to be vigilant with big events such as tonight's Blue-White game and the Breeders' Cup this weekend. Thousands of UK fans will be at Rupp tonight for the annual Blue-White game. Rob Bromley is live at Rupp Arena with a preview. Hi, Rob.
Hello, Jennifer, and here in Rupp tonight it is the blue against the white as the Cats have their annual preseason scrimmage, and John Calipari gets his team out here on the home court in front of the fans. And you could kind of say it's kind of like a practice, because it's a scrimmage. They scrimmage against each other a lot day to day in practice, so it's kind of like a practice, but it's under the lights and it's on TV.
Just wanted to get out in front of people and see who plays well in front of people, but other than that,
we're going to take it real seriously. It's just going to be just like practice. You know, we go hard to each other practice. I mean, I would hope everybody would go hard in front of 15,000 or how many we got coming to the game, you know, and just try to get something out of it.
What is Annual Blue-White game tonight here in Rupp Arena, set for 7 o'clock. You can see it on the SEC network, and we will have much, much more coming up at 5 o'clock. We'll hear from junior forward Derek Willis, looking for more playing time this season. That's coming up at 5, but for now, that's it from here in Rupp. Jennifer, back to you.
Thank you, Rob. It's a busy news day. Our reporters are working on other stories for WKYT starting at 4:30. Sam Dick is in the newsroom with a look at the news in progress. Good afternoon, Sam.
Good afternoon, Jennifer. Today we're hearing from the children of a man killed in a crash in Madison County yesterday. State police say that 56-year-old Daniel Howell of Nicholasville died along Meadowbrook Road east of Richmond. They say a truck ran off the road and hit a utility pole. Police say a woman in the truck, 22-year-old Candy Johnson of Richmond, had to be cut out. She was airlifted to UK hospital with serious injuries. You will hear from Howell's children ahead on WKYT News at 4:30. The countdown to the Breeders' Cup continues. Just minutes ago, American Pharoah arrived at Bluegrass Airport and is headed to Keeneland. The Triple Crown winner is a heavy 6-5 favorite in the Grand Slam of thoroughbred racing at the Breeders' Cup. We'll have more from the airport on his arrival on WKYT News at 5 o'clock. And if you're flying out of Bluegrass Airport on Sunday, make sure you arrive plenty early. The airport is anticipating a record number of passengers because of the Breeders' Cup. Officials recommend you arrive 2 hours before your flight. They're also encouraging people to use mobile check-in if you can. We'll have more on how the airport is preparing for all the extra folks in town this weekend ahead on WKYT News at 6. And remember, we're live at Keeneland throughout the week. Join Dave Baker and Jennifer Palumbo for breakfast at the Breeders' Cup from 7 to 10 tomorrow morning on the CW Lexington. And Jennifer, that's a look at some of the news in progress. Back to you.
Thanks, Sam. Stocks end lower for the second straight session. The Dow down 42 points to 17,581. The NASDAQ lost 5. Amazon isn't the only retailer wanting to deliver packages by drones. Walmart has applied to the FAA for permission to test drones for home delivery and curbside pickups. The discount retailer has already been testing drones internally, but wants to see how they'd work in the real world as well. Americans are driving more than ever before, and that's good news for the economy. The Federal Highway Administration says total miles driven have increased from just under 3 trillion to just over 3 trillion since April of 2014. Different parts of the economy are seeing a boost from all the driving. Americans are spending more on cars than ever before. More driving is helping hotel business, and restaurant sales are up double digits. Spring and summer get the attention and usually the better weather, but there are some advantages to shopping for a home in the fall and winter. Karen Kafa rounds up tips from a real estate expert.
With children busy in school and the holidays around the corner, the real estate market tends to slow down as the calendar moves toward November and December. Laura Schwartz, a real estate agent in Northern Virginia, says inventory in the fall and winter tends to be about half of what it is during the spring and summer months. But there are some advantages to home shopping in real estate's off-season.
Fall and winter tend to be more of a buyer's market, so buyers have advantages in that usually sellers actually have to sell, so they may be able to get a better price. There's also usually less competition.
Schwartz says most sellers putting a home on the market in the colder weather months have to move out for a specific reason and maybe up against a certain deadline, giving a buyer the upper hand. The drop in temperatures in the fall and the arrival of snow in winter can provide an important perspective for potential buyers.
Does the basement flood? Is the roof leaking? Is it sunny at the house? Are there patches of the grass that are still covered in snow 3 months later? It's a really different vantage point than looking when it's sunny and the trees are full and the flowers are blooming.
And be mindful of scheduling closing dates around the winter holidays when banks and courts may shut down for a day or two, slowing or halting transactions. For Consumer Watch, I'm Karen Kafa.
Starbucks is getting into the Halloween spirit. The company's new vampire-inspired Frappula Frappuccino will be available this week. The drink includes white chocolate sauce and blended milk and ice, sandwiched between mocha sauce and whipped cream. The Frappula Frappuccino follows 2014's Halloween drink, the Franken Frappuccino. It's Pumpkin Mania, literally, as Transylvania University in Lexington gets in the Halloween spirit. Starting tomorrow, lit pumpkins will be on display through Halloween. Deanne Stevens is out and about today with details. Hi, Deanne.
Good afternoon, guys. We are here at Transylvania University where they are planning for a very big night tonight. Check this. I have been working so hard. I mean, this is not an easy thing to do.
And
Tracy,
so fast.
So quick, so quick. I'm sorry to whoever actually did it, and I just claimed it. Tracy Dunn is with us from Transy, and Tracy, Pumpkin Mania here is always so much fun, not just for all of you all, but for the people who get to come and enjoy it.
Right. We're expecting hundreds of community members to come out tonight from 6 to 7 and trick or treat. So we're very excited. We'll light the pumpkins at 7.
It looks so pretty when all those pumpkins are lit, and folks drive by every year just to see it.
We have people from all over the state come by and take pictures with the pumpkins. They're very excited to be part of this tradition.
Okay, so you can bring your little ghosts and goblins out, right? Like you want all the kids to be dressed up and take part in it?
Oh yeah, dress up. It's just another way to get more trick-or-treating in. So,
and this is fun for the kiddos, the whole family. No charge? Free of charge?
Free of charge.
Free of charge. Okay, get those little kids dressed up. And all of the Transy students have been participating in this, and I understand some faculty as well. You guys are working hard over here. What are you making on this pumpkin?
This is going to be our @ sign for our TU women's basketball. So she's making the TU women's basketball. I have the easy @ sign.
And I guess they're going to be side by side for folks to see.
Yes, yeah.
How cool is it when all of those pumpkins are lined up and lit? And to know that you all took part in doing this?
Oh, I think it's one of the best traditions ever. This is our second year, and when we came last year and saw all the pumpkins, we felt bad that we didn't participate, and so what a great day and a good way to spend your work time.
Yeah, you jumped on board this year, that's for sure. You can jump on board too, be a part of Pumpkin Mania happening here at Transylvania University. Kickoff is at 6 o'clock. Bring the little ones out at 6 o'clock for some trick-or-treating, and then the pumpkins will be lit at 7 here tonight. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at Transy. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Deanne. And we have just been told that because of all the rain today, Transy's Pumpkin Mania trick-or-treating will be in the Brown Science Center and Cowgill to the right facing Old Morrison from 6 to 7, the pumpkin as well. It's time for better living, health, education, and consumer news that impacts your life. New studies suggest doctors should consider cutting back on some of the medications they prescribe to seniors. Research focused on diabetes patients over the age of 70. It found that medications to reduce blood sugar or blood pressure can actually increase the risk of dizzy spells, leading to confusion and falls. A national task force recommends all obese adults between the ages of 40 and 70 be screened for abnormal blood sugar. It says those with high levels should be referred for intensive counseling to promote a healthy diet and exercise. Coconut water has become wildly popular, and now several companies are trying to convince customers to buy water from another tree. Brian Webb takes a look at maple water.
The latest healthy water to hit store shelves comes right out of a maple tree.
Maple water, when you hear that, what do you think?
Maple water? I'm not sure. It sounds sweet.
When I think of maple water, I think of like maple syrup.
Maple sap is actually a clear, watery liquid. It can be boiled down to make a sticky syrup, but a handful of companies are trying to tap into a new market and sell it as water.
We bottle that sap as it comes out from the tree.
Valentina Kunyaska launched Vertical Water last year, and it's now in 3,000 stores.
Consumers are really looking for natural foods and beverages, and maple water is a naturally occurring single ingredient beverage with nothing added or taken away.
A bottle costs almost $3. The makers say it's full of nutrients like iron and magnesium. But clinical dietitian Lisa Simperman says there's no solid evidence it's any better for you than plain H2O.
If you want to try maple water, see how it tastes, that's fine. But if you're using this as your main source of hydration, you're likely wasting your money.
The maple tree gives the water a very slight sweetness and 15 calories a serving. But how does it taste?
You can taste like the hint of, I guess, the maple, yeah?
Our taste test got mixed results.
It doesn't taste that bad.
Not bad, but not great.
Not great.
That's
actually
good,
really
yeah.
like it.
The question is, will enough Americans like it to make maple water a sweet success? Brian Webb for CBS News, New York.
Maple water makers say tapping maple trees for the sap doesn't hurt the trees. It's the same process used to make maple syrup.